Hi, and welcome to the Freelancer Joe channel. This is my inaugural video documenting the various steps I'm going through to try and live up to the moniker of Freelancer Joe. I say inaugural, but this is actually the second time that I'm recording this video because your boy Freelancer Joe forgot to hit record on his desktop footage. Live and learn. There are, as the legend Bob Ross says, no mistakes, just happy little accidents. And you at least get to have a slightly more refined version of the, I would say, presentation, but to be honest, I'm ad-libbing it all. So, now, as I have a vast and storied IT professional career, but no established history as a freelancer. And that is one of the great discriminators that potential clients use when choosing which freelancer to use. So for somebody who's trying to break into the field, what they typically do is establish a portfolio. Now, it's pretty easy to envision a portfolio for, say, a graphic artist or a musician or a video editor of some kind, but as a developer, it's a little bit trickier. Front-end developer, I could throw together a visually impressive front end, but I believe for my portfolio and for these series of videos that I want to kind of demonstrate basic technical competence. So to do that, we're going to start off with small projects and kind of build our way up, showing each individual building block that I think can show that I am suitable for technical development as a freelancer. So, and we can tell that because if I go to my portfolio, boom, I got nothing. This is on my website at freelancerjoe.com. Although that's not entirely true because freelancerjoe.com isn't actually a website, it's really a web application running the combination of React, Redux, and Material UI, which is what I'm aiming to use as my bread and butter for getting jobs. But it's kind of inception-y to have the website link back to itself. So, yeah, we'll start off simple and build our way back up. Now, the first step when doing any technical development is you probably want to have source control for your code. Ideally, of course, to help with sharing, being able to back out changes that you don't want. For me personally, the biggest thing is as a backup. Lesson hard learned back in college when I was still learning how to do makefiles, and I ended up overwriting my source directory. And a lesson that was almost recently relearned when I mounted a shared drive and thought that I blew away what I had been working on. So my source control, my version control of choice is GitHub right now. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is start a project, which we'll call UI-demo. I had already created once before, but I had to blow away because, again, I forgot to hit record. UI-demo. Oh, there we go. Autocomplete. Private, because I'm a private person. Initialize with that. We will not use the .gitignore, and I'll explain later. Go ahead and create it. Clone or download. Copy that. Alright, and this is my project directory. Well, the folder where I keep my various projects. So we'll do a git. Clone that. This is actually the same mistake that I made the first time. Not the one that caused me to record, but. And as we can see, we have UI demo. So we'll change to UI demo. If I bother to add that command. And we have the README. And it's the same one as the one we have there, so that's all good. Like I said, my website slash web app is a Material UI React Redux web application. So it has the basic structure that I want, as well as most of the files. Extra files for what I intend, but it's far easier to copy stuff over and trim later as needed. In violation of, I'm sure, some or all of the major software engineering principles, but it's quick, easy, and for the most part efficient, I think. And since it's just me, it really doesn't matter all that much. So this is the Freelancer website directory, images directory, copy over, notes we don't need, package JSON we don't need, source, config, webpack we need, copy that, paste it in there. So that's all in there. You'll see in here I have notes, and notes are very important for somebody like me who tends to forget small and minor things, like hitting record on your desktop. I actually now have a post-it with a checklist of things to do before I start recording. So first we're going to initialize NPM. Package name UI demo, that's fine. Version 1 file description, blah blah blah. Probably not right. I think last time I copied over package.json, which is fine because now I'm going to start rebuilding the various dependencies managed by NPM. And the first set of things is related to Webpack. Webpack itself, some language related things. It'll help if I finish doing that. Yes, that's fine. Yes, you're done. Now I'll do the NPM again. And this will take some time as it downloads and installs the packages. And this is the first set. Quite a few. Like I said, right now, this is Webpack, Babel, which I don't know what it does. Could look it up. I do know that. You know what? Again, what I almost forgot. And I'm glad I saw that Babel. So I didn't initialize with a .git ignore. Nor did I initialize with that babel.rc. So we'll go ahead and copy those over. So that's that. I'll go ahead and do the spread plugin, or spread operator support thing. Aliasing for the configuration file, which I don't actually use a configuration file in the sense that I thought it was, but it's fine. Various plugins for Webpack. And this will be even more plugins. And this is image related stuff. That'll take a while because it has to build C libraries. Yeah, this is all very this is all stuff that users not gonna see, and in theory, clients probably not all that interested in. But I find that going through these steps are useful for me to help reinforce lessons and also kind of get my mind in the right frame of things. A lot of these things here were hard-learned lessons. Particularly this image compression and image inlining thing, which, as you can see by my comment here, that I still have issues with PNGs. So, still working on that particular lesson. And then I suspect that has more to do with my particular environment. This is actually a new laptop and a new virtual box. So, not all the kinks have been worked out. But at the very least, it's faster than the old one. Which is not all that surprising either, because the old one I bought, I want to say, in the fall of 2012. And truth be told, I can still run all the VirtualBox stuff on it. A little slower in some aspects. Really the big thing, the reason I ended up doing the upgrade, or upgrading my laptop, was for the video editing software. So it turns out that, at least on my old laptop, 30-minute video clip generation, running through the video editing software, would probably take about 8 hours. So, if I want to do these things nightly and then upload nightly, that's not gonna cut it. And then the DVD drive was no longer working, and for whatever reason, the wireless connection would cut out. What did I just install? Image Webpack. Okay, so that's pretty much all of the Webpack stuff and plugins. So now this is the React dependencies. React DOM, prop types, router DOM, history. And then the next step is for Redux itself, which is the application state manager, and React Redux, which is the wrapper around Redux. And after that, we have Mercillo UI, and it's two packages, the core and the icons. Still kind of torn on the icons breakout. It makes sense. I guess, despite being a highly adaptive individual, change is still kind of annoying. Alright. And then we've got class names, log levels for logging, class names is to help with styling. And then the final three packages, which are, I guess you could call them third-party libraries, although Myrtille UI is also one. React Custom Scroll Bars was the one that I forgot the first time through on my first video, which you will not see because I did not record it. Brilliant. Hope that did install everything. Alright. So UI demo has the same structure, should have all of the same packages installed. Let's see if it can fire up. So as we can see, this is my actual website. Currently hosted and public. And start up. Yep, there we go. Missing start script. Okay, what did I forget? What did I forget? What did I forget? Everything. What did I forget? Package.json. That's funny. Oh, come on, really? Oh, no. Alright. That's what it is. So the first time through, I copied this over, let it retain that name. Second time through, I let npm build it. But I did not specify the correct things. And in this particular case, missing main JavaScripts as well as the definition of the scripts. There we go. And it's loading up localhost. Really? I didn't install Babel Loader? Not install Babel Loader. Pack was clearly installed. Hold up, that can't be right. Did I skip it? mention I missed something else. And bada boom, we have a direct copy. Well, not fully direct. Running. So to show that it's different, I'll open up my IDE of choice, Visual Studio Code. Open up the project. So I'll sync up that. Let's see what we got. Okay. So just to show that it's different, I'll change the title here. And here. All caps, lower caps, camel case. Let's speak with authority. We'll go with all caps. And there we go. You see the title changed. I know it doesn't seem like much. But it is what I would consider to be a start. Alright, so that's in there, that's in there. And, alright, so, of course, after accomplishing a major feat, if you want to call it that, first thing we want to do first thing first thing because it takes a bit. You make sure you add this stuff to version control, source control, version control, back it up. And then a song. It's gotta be a song. Should be a song. Alright, get I'm sure there's some long card or whatever. Let's go ahead and add all. But I've gotten burned by it often enough. It doesn't pick up things. It helps if I tell Git what it's supposed to be doing. These are all the files. Initial chicken. Push. Thankfully it didn't ask me again. It's probably like, what are you doing? It's the second time you uploaded the same things. Clear, get status. Current branch is clean. Let's take a look over here and see what you got. And you have all the things checked in. Excellent. Excellent starting point. Excellent, you say? To the... And what's the term I'm looking for? To the initiated eyes. All I really did was copy and paste. And I'll cop to that. But I've also basically, I use a lot of extraneous words. I have also demonstrated that I have the ability to set up and run a web application using npm based on a React, Redux, or Material UI, as well as to back it up in source control. So that's a very basic core dependency, you would think, and it's the equivalent of hello world, in all honesty. But there's a reason hello world's one of the first things you do when learning something new. Let me see, how are we doing on time? Okay. Yeah, so I want to try, initially anyway, to keep these videos to 30 minutes or less, as I'm trying to find my groove and hit my stride. Plus, I still have to practice the whole video editing upload process. And there's no guarantee anybody would stick around for more than 5 minutes as opposed to more than 30, at least for now. And clearly, when in the development cycle, I can spend hours just clocking away. And I intend to once I get actual work. But for now, this is all about demonstrating competency, and that is one of the first steps. So if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave it in the comment area below. Like and subscribe if that suits you. I look forward to showing you more. So take care and God bless.